every day. I tell people not to go into the water. Tell them not to go to the beach every day.
Empty beaches and parking lots, just one of the impacts of red tide and the algae on our coast. Another, struggling to breathe, raising the question, is the air safe? And who's monitoring that? All new at 6, Wink News anchor Channing Frampton investigates.
Shirley Tabusick and her family just want to enjoy a relaxing day on Fort Myers Beach.
And as soon as I opened the door, I started to cough.
She blames that cough on the red tide toxins in the air here.
I can't take a deep breath. It's alarming.
And the weather plays a big role too. When the wind is blowing offshore out toward the Gulf, you don't get the toxins in the air. But as soon as it switches directions and heads onshore, that's when people start coughing.
Being on the beaches is not a pleasant place to be right now,
says Dr. Paul Keener on Sanibel. I reached out to several agencies to see if the air quality was being tested in Southwest Florida for red tide. The Department of Environmental Protection says no. Florida Fish and Wildlife says no. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration says no. And the nonprofit research facility Mote Marine Lab said, if we have those toxin concentrations, we can make assumptions on occurrence of respiratory irritation when concentrations are paired with wind and currents. Meaning, if the red tide is high in the water, you can assume it's going to be high in the air, affecting your breathing.
It's not a minor problem, and it's not going to go away.
Regarding the air tests, Tabusick says,
if it's not being done, it should be.
Because she doesn't like to be the only one on the beach.
This is a tourist area, and people, we've never parked this close to the beach. It's empty.
What does the health department have to say?
Well, they just got back to me, and they said that they don't test the air either when it comes to red tide. And they say that the particles that irritate your lungs and make you cough, those can go as far as 2 miles inland. So if you're feeling it, you don't have to be right at the coast. Okay. They say they also depend on lifeguards to report respiratory issues at different beaches that actually have the lifeguards.
Yeah, there aren't that many, really.
No.
Right. No. Okay.
So they also rely on just the general public calling in as well.